No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without a boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star.
Hello, I'm Curtis LCB. This is your talk show. How you doing, Jess?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Danny?
Really good with yourself?
Yeah, good. How you doing, Sophie?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, good. How you doing, Naomi?
I'm doing good, thank you, Lee. Thank you for having me on.
How you doing, Dad?
Me, I'm doing really well, thank you, Lee. Yeah, I'm really well. Right, so look, as the show goes on a bit more, there'll be more to talk about, obviously. But let's quickly see who's in chat. Speak up to everyone in chat first. Thanks, Danny. Nice one. Stacey's in house. Hope you're all right, Stacey, love. She's only 8 away from 200. Get in there.
Go on,
Is that Stacey who's only 8 away from 200?
Yeah.
I think it's Lee.
Oh, is
I
it
think
Lee?
Stacey's on about. Yeah, it's Lee.
Oh. Big up, Jules. Hope you're doing well, love. Look, Stephen's in house. Big up, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. Everyone's saying hello to each other. All our players are leaving. Well, we'll get into that in a minute, Jules. Daz is in house. Hiya, Daz. Hope hope you're doing well, mate. Alison, hope you're doing well, love.
Big up, Alison.
Big up.
Just to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Yep, Daniel's in house. Big up, Daniel. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Big up, mate.
Finally done.
What, did you hold your breath for 20 seconds or what?
No, me keyboard so I can just make sure I have everything ready. I'm being professional and not being silly for a change.
I'll give it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Give it 10 minutes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, as we said, we'll go from 1st of July to 4th of July. Like I said, I'm going to scroll down this list and tell me if you want to talk about any of these players what are on screen. Danny, everybody. Elliot Anderson, Newcastle to Nottingham Forest undisclosed. Ross Barkley to from Luton to Aston Villa. I think that's a good move for Ross Barkley going to Aston Villa.
Yeah, he's gone back home, hasn't he? He started off at Villa, didn't he?
Who's
Enzo Baracuna gone from Juventus to is that from Juventus to Aston Villa for 6.7 million?
Yeah.
Mark not that Gay, but this is Mark Guru. He's gone from Barcelona to Chelsea for 5 million. Louis Saul has made his move permanent from Chelsea to Newcastle for 28 million. Samuel L. Long Jr. gone from Juventus to Aston Villa for 11.8 million. So there's been money spent. Taylor Howard Bellis gone from Man City to Southampton for 20 million. 20 million pounds, yes, for a player who I don't know. Where were he then? Do we know?
They were on loan there last season.
Yeah.
Right, then we've got Commander from Lazio to Crystal Palace on a free. Yukuba Minja gone from Newcastle to Brighton for 35 million. Charlie Taylor, player what Leeds were interested in getting this time last year. Burnley to Southampton undisclosed. Thiago's gone from Bruges to Brentford for 30 million. He's a striker, isn't he? And I'm wondering if he's their replacement for Ivan Toney. Smithy maybe going to Tottenham.
Yeah, possibly, mate.
Would you take him, Smithy?
I would take him because he's guaranteed goals, but like people say, it could be potentially a risk, but I suppose any player's a risk, isn't it?
Of course it is. And then these are your English football leagues. This is like Leyton Orient and stuff like that.
I did see that Max Kilman's going to West Ham today for like 40 million. I did see that.
Well, he's worked with him, hasn't he? I forgot. Lopetegui. He's worked with Kilman, hasn't he? So he knows what he's getting. So Charlie Wyke, he's an ex-Bradford City player. He's gone to Carlisle now. So that was the 1st of July. So these are the players from 2nd of July. And Kieran Dewsbury, massive move for him from Leicester to Chelsea Jets.
They had to sell him though, Stu. Leicester to keep in line with PSR. They had to. They had no choice. They'd have liked to keep him. They had no choice when that offer coming. Or they'd have broke rules again.
And then, of course, Archie Gray leads to Tottenham. I know you're over the moon with that, Smithy, and there's no wrong with that because he's a good player. There's no doubt about it.
100%.
You know, I think he's going to work well for you. I don't know if he's going to. You see, some players take Premier League like a duck to water, but some players it takes them a bit longer to acclimatise with Premier League. But I think Archie Gray's got the mental capacity, the mental thing capacity to deal with it. If I'm honest, what about you, Jeff?
I've said it, honest, Stu. I think he's a fantastic prospect, and he's somebody that can get better. And under Ange, I think he'll flourish. I've said to you, I think he'll be their player next season. I really do think Archie will do very well for Spurs, and good luck to him. He's come through academy. It's good business for Leeds. No, I didn't want him to leave, Stu, but at the end of the day, when we didn't get promoted, we both said and spoke about it that Archie were the more player with potential that could be sold. If you look at Somerville, I'm not saying Somerville didn't have a fantastic season for Leeds last year, he did, but potential-wise, Archie Gray's got youth on his side. Stu is only 18, and in the right setup, under the right manager, what she's got at Spurs and European football, I think he'll do very well for him, in my opinion.
Danny, Archie Gray, he's gone to the right club, hasn't he? Out of Brentford and Tottenham. He's definitely gone to the right club, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's definitely gone to the right club out of Brentford and Tottenham, no doubt about it. Like Jesse just says, he'll flourish under Ange, and I'll be happy to see it happen. I didn't want him to go, but yeah, I'm looking forward to him on some of them European nights, see what he can do against some of the bigger teams in Europe.
Lee, what about you? Archie Gray, gone to Tottenham. I know you gutted about him leaving Leeds, but is it a good move that he's gone to Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think he'll do well?
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do, I'm going to get through the 2nd of July, then I'm going to bring the beautiful Naomi in because she's going to talk to us a bit about the Port Vale signings as well.
Beautiful. I don't know. You might be pushing it a bit there.
So these are all the Football League players. Garby's gone back to Plymouth on loan, Jess. Good move for him if he's not going to get it first team under Farker.
Yeah. Good. We were there half a season last season, wasn't it? So yeah, good move for him.
And then the bigger one there, I'd love to get these Smithy Smith's thoughts on this. Joe Rodon back to Leeds, Smithy, permanent.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, I mean, he never really got a chance at Tottenham. He didn't really fit in any system. Last season, you guys loved him.
Yeah.
I said to you, innit, but when you guys were saying that he was in talks to go to Ipswich, I said I think he'll come back to you guys. And there he is. He knows everyone, knows the system, etc., etc. So yeah, I think it's good for you guys. And it's another player off Tottenham's books that's not going to play for us.
Just a bit of breaking news from the lovely Stacey. The box that we had up front of the shirts, they're now going to be sleeve partner.
Ain't that Nottingham Forest's old sponsor? Box.
I'm not sure.
I think it was.
What?
Box, BOXT.
No, guys.
Nottingham Forest as well. Thank you, Lee. Cheers, Smithy. But yeah, so thanks, Stacey, love. So even though she can't come on stage, she's still doing a bit up behind the scenes. And then there are all other players, guys. They're all your you know your Lincolns and your
Well,
Warsaw's.
Stewie, are you happy that you've got Joe Rodon back?
Yeah, and I will the one who says if Tottenham want 10 million for him, pay it. I know people are saying he's into his last year of his contract and this sort of stuff.
Okay.
But I think 10 million for a player who we know what we're going to get from him, it isn't really a gamble because we know what we're getting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he
Okay.
loved it at Leeds, and he was well respected by the Leeds community as well. Seems a decent lad as well, Swiffy. Seems like he's got his head screwed on right way as well.
From what I've seen of him at Tottenham, speaking and stuff, he seems like a nice lad. But like I say, I can't really pass judgment on him. I haven't really seen him play that much for Tottenham, so I can't really say.
Hopefully you'll be doing, you'll be able to see him at Leeds and you'll be able to make up your own mind. Now, whether he's going to be able to cut it if we get promoted next season to Premier League, I don't know. But we've got 40. Is it 51 games we normally play with cup competitions, Jess, roughly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if 51 games, it's cost £10 million, and if he gives us if he does what he did last season, I for one am very, very happy indeed. Very happy. What about you, Lee? Are you happy, Rodons at Leeds?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 million? Is that a lot of money, or is that? Are you happy like we pay? It's hard for Lee. 10 million. Is it a lot of money for him, or do you think we've paid the right amount for him?
Probably going around open.
What about you, Jess? Does the £10 million worry you?
No. I think looking at it, Stewie, he had better offers on the table, to be fair to him, and he chose to come back to Leeds. So that says a lot for him. My opinion, should be club captain next season because I think the loyalty that he's shown, and he did have better offers on the table, should be my captain. I'd have him as captain, and two, not for the centre back of his quality in the Championship. No, not saying I don't know about Premiership. He's not proven there, but he was solid for us last season. Stewie warned him and Strauch at the back. It's only good vibes.
Let's just hope Strout can stay fit.
I've been watching these like training.
Damn right, John. Big up, John.
Big up, John. Right now it's over to our lovely Naomi to talk about the Port Vale.
So,
and the new sponsorship with Tampax, apparently.
Big up, John.
Right, okay. So, we've had some academy players sign their first professional contract with the club, hoping to see that they start in the new season, and they are as follows. We've had academy graduate Aaron Davis sign his first professional contract, and he is a goalkeeper. We've had Andrew Boer puts pen to paper with his first professional contract, and he's a bit of both. He can play in defence and he can also play in the midfield. And Jack Shorrock also signed his first professional contract, and he plays in the midfield. So I'm hoping to see that the younger players will get a decent amount of playing time on the first team under our manager, and hopefully they can progress and become really good players.
Brilliant. Keep going, Naomi.
So, as of late, with not academy signings, with their first professional contracts, we've had Connor Hall rejoin Port Vale on a 2-year deal from Colchester United for an undisclosed fee. He's only been away from the club for 18 months, but has come back to Port Vale because he said he feels like it's the right club for him. And then we've had a goalkeeper join us, Ben Amos. I'm not sure what club he's come
Wigan.
from.
Wigan. No.
Lincoln.
Wigan. Wigan.
Wigan, sorry. He's come from Wigan. I don't know what length his contract is.
2-year
But
deal, I think. No, I think it was a 2-year.
I was going to say I haven't seen anything on the length of his
He
contract.
came from Man U Academy. Did decent keeper now. That actually, to be fair, good keeper you've got there.
I'm hoping. I hope that he can provide the experience that we need in goals, realistically, and I hope he does decent for us. Then we've had a Swiss player join us. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. But he's signed on a 3-year deal. But he is a striker, so we really needed a striker, and hopefully he will provide that experience in the striker position that we so desperately need, because last season it was horrible. We had no striker, and it's where it went downhill, because we had 2 strikers at the start of the season, and Christmas onwards, it's where it went downhill for us, and we just started to not see the results we were at the beginning of the season. So that's what effectively made us go back down into League 2. Hopefully we can get promoted again. First time of asking, I do not know, but hopefully we can. Jesus Christ, this is the longest I've talked in ages without falling asleep.
Well, you've done very well. You've done very well.
Very good.
Gloves for chairman of Port Vale.
I agree, Smithy. She should be chairman of Port Vale.
No.
Stacey says, "Are we covering women's games? Well, they're the women's Super League players who's moved. Mary Earps from Man United to PSG on a free. I can't even say that name. FC20 to Brighton on a free, and Swavic from Rems to West Ham on a free. And then there were 3 there for women. Calgary from Barcelona to Arsenal, undisclosed. Janssen, who's gone from Wolfsburg to Man United. And, of course, Olivia Smith going from Sporting to Liverpool for 210k, Jess.
I watch it, Stu, I must admit, but I don't follow the transfers for Liverpool women.
No, it's not something I cover, but there's the women's as well there. Juventus, Anna Brenson, Lupulos from Chelsea to Real Madrid, and Julia Bartel from Barcelona.
That's a good signing from Barcelona to Chelsea. I watched her a couple of times last season, Bartel.
Good move for her.
Yeah, good move. Good player for Chelsea coming in there as well.
There's only been one today, and that's Kiko Suarez from Erkra Reds to Brighton undisclosed. So this is today's transfers. This is a bit more up to date now. So you've got so is that all right? So they've already covered Premier League, haven't they? Because there's been some Premier League signings, haven't there, today? Arsenal signed that. I forgot his name. He got signed today. No, he's a player. I think they spent £30 million on him. So let me refresh this to see if it comes through a bit better.
I know how to got a goalkeeper for Bradford.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
27 million is right, Raya. That's who they've signed today, Stu Arsenal. Raya. He's right, your goalkeeper.
Right,
On a
brilliant.
permanent, yeah. 3 million from last season and 27 million this season. But they have just open talks with Calaflori,
Right.
Italian player. Is it Bologna?
Ramsdale out then.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
So this has just been used today, guys. So these are signings what have actually gone through. Obviously, did I miss it? Have I gone past it? Shackleton going to
No, it's there, Stu. Under Daniel Taylor.
there you go, Jamie Shackleton. Leeds to Sheffield United on a free, Danny. Is that how are you feeling about that?
I think it got to the stage, Stu. He's been at the club 17 years. He's played. I think it's 90 odd games for Leeds, and it was about time. I think he needed to go spread his wings and try and get first team football. Because if he'd stayed at Leeds, he wouldn't have got first team football.
I agree. Right, go get one. Yes, so it's they're signings anyway. I'm going to stop sharing screen.
Yeah, this one. Please don't see you.
Can we go through, Sean? It's like this. No worries at all. Are we covering National League Conference as well? That does. Bloody hell! So take on my time to cover Leeds. Right, so up to date. Right, so we're up to date with the actual signings, Jess. Is there any rumours you want to talk about?
Regarding Leeds? Wow, well, there's lots of rumours regarding Leeds. All outgoings and crap that's coming back. But yeah, we moved, don't we? Well, what do you think, Stu? Rutter, 30 million turned down. Somerville, fishing. Nonto, fishing. Meslier, fishing. There's quite a few links with outgoings, isn't there, Stu? Glenn Kamara, Rennes.
Yeah,
There's quite it's who isn't. Oh, sorry, no. Bamford, Perot, Strauch and Rodon. Even Firpo, there's rumours that might let him go. Incomings? Rodon. Well, it's true, innit? Everybody speculated with the move out, and nobody speculated with Aronson coming back. That's it, we've got Aronson coming back.
Well, it's
not
the rumours I heard were even Verbus is
Werber, yeah.
As well. Verber.
Rasmus Christensen as well. He could be coming back.
You've got Lorente that they're rejecting offers at the minute until they get a suitable offer and that Leeds are willing to accept. It's quite worrying, isn't it, Stu, if you're honest? Creswell, fallen through.
Well, he won't want to play now neither, will he? He won't want to stay at Leeds now.
And look, at training video, Sam Greenwood's back as well, so...
Yeah, Greenwood, that's another one. I totally forgot about him. Even at Middlesbrough, they clearly don't want him. That's another player at the minute. It might end up being, Stu, it's a square, what is it, square on round pegs for Leeds this season? That's it, that one. Could be that we end up with a lot of these loanees back that we loaned out last season. Obviously, Gray's gone, we got Rodon in.
That's the only thing that's the only thing we've done.
I think that Graham Smith in Evening Post said that something to do with Daniel Farker's happy with the spine of the squad, and Leeds won't be that busy or something. In transfer window, which is making me think is Rasmus coming back, Werber coming back, Greenwood back into. I saw him in training video.
Wow. Smithy, any rumours or links for what do you call it? Tottenham?
I said to you guys before, I don't really pay attention to it too much until I see "Here we go" or them standing there with the T-shirt on Tottenham socials. I don't really pay attention, but everyone wants Tony or Eze. I mean, I'll take them both, but as we know, at Tottenham and Daniel Levy, anything can change in a second. So when the Euros are finished, I think we'll start seeing what's happening with Eze and the likes of Tony, I think.
You were last one
Both of
I've
them
got
at Southampton, aren't there? Defender.
Outgoings, I've just heard Royal. I think something's fallen through with Regulon.
Reckon Man United want him again. I did a bit on it today about him going back to Manchester United. That's how we're doing. I did a bit on there today, and they reckon they're after him at Southampton as well.
Oh, really?
One at defenders, Kyle Walker Peters, yeah.
That's who. Yeah, who's meant to be getting him back, but I don't really want him back.
And Oxford have signed a left back, Jack Curry. That's 6 signings for them now. Just to drift off to a little bit with Oxford.
Yeah, doing all right, Oxford, aren't they, in transfer window?
Oxford are meant
They're doing
to
all right.
Donnelly from Tottenham as well, which would be good for them if that happens. So yeah, Tottenham side of it, Stewie, we're linked to every player under the sun. But now that we've got Gray, hopefully that shuts down the whole Conor Gallagher situation.
Aston Villa still. I think he's muted more Villa, but he won't move there.
So, because I never wanted him anyway.
I think Gallagher likes to stay in London, doesn't he? I think Gallagher likes to stay in London. That's why he went Palace on loan that time.
But they've got to sell one of their key players as well, haven't they, for FFP?
It's going to be interesting what happens in it. For, right up to when's transfer window close? Is it 31st
September?
Well, put it this way: our first pre-season game is on the 17th, and I think Postecoglou wants new signings in ready for pre-season.
I saw an article on Postecoglou, and it were about. I can't remember who it was, but basically what this article said was Ange Postecoglou is getting his first glimpse of how hard it is to actually get signings done under Daniel Levy. Apparently, you must have gone with somebody and Levy's someone and Aaron about it.
I totally believe it, but I don't really get involved in the whole Levy stuff because you know what it's like in this fan base. But I will say fair play to him for getting this Archie Gray one over the line so quick because I didn't think he was actually going to do it.
Well, Daniel Levy, like him, love him, hate him. I don't know what more that man has to do to prove himself at your club. I don't know what more he can do to prove himself at your club. I don't know. I don't get it anymore. Look, when I were hearing about, you missed out on this player for 5 million, you missed out on that player for 5 million, and all this. That's all I heard. But I didn't. No one was saying that. What is generated at Tottenham? Nobody's saying anything about what is brought to Tottenham, not just the club but the area. I don't know I don't know what more that man can do.
No, that's true. That's true.
Everything
he's done at the stadium for the local neighbourhood, etc., is good. It's just footballing decisions that haven't been good.
He's not a football man, though, is he? He's a businessman.
Which is why you should stay out of the football side of things at Tottenham, is what a lot of fans believe.
Yeah, but doesn't it say that you've got to hate him, though, does it? Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't hate the man.
I know you don't, Smithy. I know you don't.
I mean, I've said before, if he goes, what's to say that new people come in and completely destroy Tottenham? I mean, what's the saying? Better to keep the devil you know. Is that the one?
Yeah.
The devil you know than the devil you don't.
I know we haven't won anything in 24 years with these guys, but hopefully it's going to change with Ange Postecoglou. Time will only tell, is all I can say.
Well, I'm not going to say which channel it was, but a famous Leeds channel. The news broke about Archie Gray, and it's I don't trust these 49ers. I don't trust anything they're saying. So you know what I mean? They've only been at our club 5 minutes, and it's already started, Jess.
Yeah.
You know,
Indeed, it has.
we've all got owners. No, fans don't want, or you know, they not don't want. That's the wrong word. Do things what us fans don't like, but they have. I think sometimes because we don't know all the ins and outs of a club, they've got to make decisions what ain't going to go down too well. That's the whole point of them being in business and running a club.
I don't agree with like Levy getting the blame if we play shit in certain games. Like, he didn't go into the changing room and tell the players to play shit, does he, or anything like that? I don't think he should get the blame for that sort of stuff. But there is things, obviously, like any human, that he is to blame for. But businessman,
former Chelsea woman. You remember Fran Kirby?
Yeah, she's got the Brighton on.
Yeah, she's got
Brighton, that's true. 130 odd appearances for Chelsea, something like that, isn't it? Good signing that, Frank Kirby for Brighton women. Very good signing.
Thanks, Stacey. Nice one. Much appreciated.
But businessman, Stewie, genius. That's, yeah.
Scooby, you and Will, have a pizza. Enjoy. Yeah, had my drain to feel so much better now. Thank you. Good to hear you, Alison. And I didn't mean that. And I didn't mean to say that as a joke, but it's good to hear.
Yeah, pardon the pun.
Yeah, pardon the pun. Yeah, that's right. So we've wrapped up all the signings for this week.
Are you guys not linked to anything coming in?
We linked to, well, there's been links to somebody from Genk, a defender, 3.8 million, but
Genk.
Don't know about.
Crystal Palace are interested in him, so you look at it from a football side of it and you think, well, who's the more desirable team, really?
And Gilchrist from Chelsea, they're the mostly links that probably we've had. And Connor Roberts has popped back up on it, but.
What's your FFP thing or whatever it was looking like now that Archie's gone? Is it looking better, or have you still got to offload players?
No idea.
That deadline day's passed, so I think we're all right now for this season.
Okay.
But next season it might be a different story again.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. So I'm assuming if they can, if there's a way that Leeds United can bring it, take off a player, bring in somebody who's slightly, same level, I think they'd do it.
Yeah,
if they sell, I don't know, if they sell some of it, looking to have to bring in someone in the same ballpark, but not pay as much for him.
Yeah.
So we've got to remember, Smith, we're in Championship as well. We're not going to attract these top players at Leeds in Championship. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. I don't think so, anyway.
No, I think we're looking around signings around about 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, maybe. Stuff like that.
Mm.
He gets sick. He needs to cross the river again. Gives
chiropractor
going on Monday. I heard after the Gray deal, Leeds would not need to sell any players from army financial reasons of players leave. It's because they have requested do all players want to leave?
Yeah, they have said if a player comes to them and wants to leave, Leeds will look at it that way and try and get the best deal out of it. But I still think Somerville goes. I think Nonto stays.
You think Somerville goes?
Yeah. I think Somerville won't want another season in Championship, Smithy. He won't.
Okay.
If he does, it's a signing at season for me if he stays. But I don't think he does.
How much?
Brighton, I can't see them coming back in any more than 30 million for Hudson either. They're normally a club where they value a player and they don't go above it.
I think they've just signed a new player today.
30 million.
Yeah.
his emails. Lee, good boy. Lee's in control of chat, guys. So please bear with him if you want to click down on Lee. Keep clicking through them. When we tell you to stop, we'll stop. Keep going. But yeah, it's going to be quiet this week and probably next week because of Euros. I mean, we've got 10 days to final, Jess. 10 days to final, which is going to be Sunday, the 14th of July. And I think after that, I think that's when we'll start getting busy again with transfers.
I agree.
I think our first pre-season is the 18th, isn't it, against Harrogate?
Ours is 3 days after that against Hearts.
It's mad, isn't it?
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
If Leeds F it up again in the transfer window, there will be hell on with the fans.
Sounds like Tottenham.
Finished. I will say this though, and I'm going to say it before the season even starts. There's 20 teams in that league. 20 teams, is it, Danny? In the league, 22 teams in League One in Championship.
24 in the 22.
24.
Yeah.
24 teams in Championship. 3 of them teams will go up out of the 24. There's no guarantees that anyone's going to go up at this moment in time.
What, you said for Harrogate?
Yeah.
19th.
19th we play Harrogate, Danny. 19th of August. 19th of July, sorry. 19th of July. So that's 5 days.
Oh, there goes the phone.
I'll tell you another player as well, what I'm going to be interested in if he's going to stay at Leeds or go, Danny and Jess. Junior Firpo.
Well, I don't know. Stu's he's been told he can go to Olympics, hasn't he, for things. So he's going to be missing out on a bit of pre-season. So to me, is that them saying, look, while you're there, try find a club because he's only got a year left, or is it they're going to keep him and let him swap straight back in when he comes back?
I saw him in training today.
He's in training, but he's going to go to Olympics with the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Dominican
Republic.
Yeah, he's playing for them at the Olympics. So he's going to be missing till September. Is it September when they come back?
I think it's about 1 day or something. I think the season finishes, the Olympic football thing finishes a day or two before season starts, Stu.
But then he's got to have like a holiday.
Yep.
That's your attitude.
I hope you're right. Scooby. I hope you're right. I hope you are right that we're going to go up, mate. I hope you're right.
That's the attitude I like.
If we keep this team we've got, right, just say we keep this team we've got, Danny, is it good enough to get promoted next season?
This team that we've got now with a few add-ons, Stu, yeah. If we can get some decent, good add-ons, and somebody the bench a little bit stronger than what it was last season, yeah, I think we can. But
I'll counteract that with Farke must make his substitution sooner.
Yeah, am I confident that we're going to go up? At the minute, no.
Say apply Ange though.
I'll say after transfer window, see how transfer window's been.
What's that, Smithy?
I said same applies to Ange. I think at times he needs to make his substitutions a lot earlier. Like games last season, don't wait until we're like 3-0 down before making a substitution. But maybe that's just the way it is, I suppose.
And to answer Angel's thing there about Skip, if Kamara goes, then Leeds are going to put a bid in for Skip to buy him, not to loan him. So,
yeah. Tottenham kept.
From what I heard, Tottenham don't want to sell him. They feel like he's going to be integral to their season. That's what I heard.
But he doesn't play.
Yeah, but there's a lot of competitions, aren't you, in the season with Europe as well? Just what I've been reading, Spiffy. I'm not saying it's right, but just from what I read.
No. I'm just saying.
You need to have so many English players in your team.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth 15 million anyway, Stu. I don't want him at that sort of money. No disrespect to Skip, but I don't want him.
I don't rate him as a player.
No, I don't. I know he's worked under Fart before, but 15 million can get you a bit better player.
15 million's a bit steep. I'd probably pay about 8 or something.
Jess, would you, it's too early to say this. I shouldn't be asking this really now, but if the team stayed as it was, Jess, with Leeds, right? Do you think we've got a good chance of getting promoted next season with them having that season experience in the locker?
No, because I'm going to counteract that, Stu, and say we don't have that same squad that we've got now. I don't think Archie's Gray's the only player that Leeds United lose.
No, I don't either. I don't.
Every player has a price, whether they want to leave or not. And if there's offers that come in that are too good for Leeds United to refuse inside, remember this, they're a business. I believe they'll be replaced, but not with the same quality of play. I do think some of them will go. I do think Wilfred will stay, but I do think there'll be 3 or 4 more outgoings from Leeds' first
Where do
team.
you think Somerville will go?
I think it'd be a good move if Eze goes for Crystal Palace, in my opinion.
According to Fabrizio Romano on his podcast that he did, he's saying it's more favourable for Chelsea. But I think I'm like Jess. I think a Palace will be good for Somerville.
It'd ruin his career, Danny, going to Chelsea. He would never play. Take it from somebody that went like with Manchester City with KP. Don't ruin your career. If you're gonna go somewhere, go to somewhere like Crystal Palace, and if not, stay at Leeds because at least you're guaranteed football and stay for another season. Don't ruin your career for the wages and the high contracts that they offer there.
They're after Kilman next, Daz. But have you heard the latest with Lucas
Medical.
Pickett?
Well, medical for Kilman. He's just going for his medical now.
He's just going for his medical now. Lucas
40 million, Stu. You reckon he's worth that?
What for Kilman?
I thought the 25 that they offered in the first time was about right for him, but 40 million, that seems steep. That was a lot of money for him.
The Wolves fan base is that they're happy to get that sort of money.
Well, look for them, Stu. They've brought in 4 players for that sort of money because I've done a few transfers on Wolves, and for that sort of money, what they've sold him for, they've recouped that really, and what they've spent on their outgoings. New shirt sponsor, first time they've had the badge in the middle of the shirt in 115 years. I think I read in today. It's in the middle. It's quite a weird shirt. It's like they've got the branding here, and then they've got the badge in the middle. It's a weird one. It's a nice shirt, but they've never had that badge in the middle. So look, Ryan G in house, Wolves, Ryan G in house, but Steve,
like,
lot of
I
money.
don't think, you know, like how you're saying, like certain. Sorry, I've zoned out a bit. Which club are you on about with the logo
Wolves.
in the middle?
Wolves. Yeah.
I was going to say, similar to Wolves, Port Vale haven't had their logo in the middle of their shirt for a very, very long time. And this season, they've decided to bring that back. It looks a bit weird to me, but in all the years that I've been following Port Vale, I haven't seen them with their logo in the middle of the shirt. So it's all a bit new to me with the logo in the middle of the shirt because it looks a little bit weird and not normal, if you get where I'm coming from.
I do. I like how you're saying all the years, Naomi. You're only 19. You make yourself sound like you were 119.
I feel 119.
The news about Picatello, he was before all this betting scandal. He would due to go
That's true.
Man City for about £60 million. Apparently, they're on
You were
about
right.
running into a Brazilian club.
What? So he can play over there because it's under the embargo dump thingy there. They're not daft, are they? Wow.
Yeah, and it'll be on loan.
He's in deep shit without the winning, Stu, without betting.
He might get a 10-year ban over in this country.
That ban should be which country are they in?
What's that, Danny? not particularly exciting, but sometimes you get something that you weren't heard of. They turn out all right. In fairness, most of the signings have done all right. No silly money spent and paid really. I'm assuming you're talking about Farker and 49ers there, Scoops. It stinks according to Leeds Angels. Keep schooling through me. And I don't think we will have a good season. I don't. She's saying, bless her. We're gonna have to do us positive talking to Jules. Remember last season, Jess?
Why is that? Because Gray's gone, or just in general, you don't think?
I think it's the amount she gets vexed. Yeah, the rumours that are floating at the minute. Every channel's on it at the minute. She seems to be whenever you turn with Leeds, and she gets right. Archie were her favourite player for Leeds, and then you're looking at all rumours that are coming. Carroll, Cree, Nonto, Mesley, Kamara, Gruev with Dortmund. It's like, how many more are we gonna sell? And it is a bit worrying at the minute when you're not hearing really many incomings, and I'll only take them with the reputable. I won't read them just off Leeds MOT or all that.
Yeah, but the finish though, just right. The Ampadu, the road on last season, it were done in house. It didn't really get broadcast. Do you know what I mean? So they're not this. We know that the 49ers don't broadcast the business. They don't have the laundry out dirty laundry out in public. So I don't know where all these rumours come from.
What's that noise?
My dog. You've been eating grass. Sweet.
I thought Naomi had left one of her toys on then, by mistake.
Yeah, I thought it were a clear blue, fully charged.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed that she will be voted player of the season, as all the Leeds fans will vote for it.
Yeah.
But we got Archie now as well as Skip will be further down the line in the pecking order. True, Daniel, the money in the bank and after wage bill and the players is on far less money.
You see, it's like this rumour with Patrick Bamford and Perot. Now, somebody says to me the other day, would you get rid of Bamford? I said, it all depends on what formation Daniel Farker plays for me. Because if he plays the one that he played last year, Bamford's a better striker for it and Perot isn't. But if he changes the way he plays, I think Perot will be better. So for me, it's a 50-50. I don't want either of them, but
I'm in agreement with you there, the Leeds Angels. You wouldn't blame Farker for walking if all his best players went. All depends on what they've talked about, though, innit? We don't know what they talk about. Big up, Carol. I hope we're doing well. Honestly, don't bother with the rumour mill. It'll drive you mad. It never ends. Leeds are interested in signing Bambi and ET. Yeah, get them with all sorts, don't we? We're up to date with comments as well, guys. That's brilliant. Alison, no, they don't know if I've got to go to hospital, but then with such a massive effect at home, it's a nightmare.
Tell me about it, Carol. I know exactly where you're coming from. Big up. Get well soon. I've dropped you a WhatsApp as well, Carol.
Does anyone also want to wrap up? What to say before we start wrapping up, guys?
No, I think I've covered everything.
You've done really well, Naomi. Anyone else?
No.
No. Archie to score on his debut. Watch this space.
Be a good bet, that.
Yeah.
Be a good bet.
A lot of Leeds fans will be crying, but I for one, I'm hoping that he put, it's season, it carries on.
Yeah.
He carries
What
on
about
getting better.
Southgate, Stu? Just a one to talk about. One about changing his formation? Going 3 at the back?
I was
I've
just
heard
gonna
that.
say
What do you reckon?
Old move, Stu. But maybe it does need freshening up.
Does that mean he's going to up top though?
I don't reckon he's going to drop Kane and play Tony.
wouldn't blame him. Even I love Kane, obviously. Defrosting the team.
Scooby says that he'd like to ask Naomi, can send me some barm cakes, please.
What's
What?
barm?
Bread cake.
Hang on 1 second.
What?
It's amazing what people call bread cakes around country,
I have
innit?
no clue what you're on about. Do you mean oatcakes?
I don't think Scooby means oat cakes.
I have no clue what he's on about.
I think he's on about cakes with a special ingredient, Naomi.
I think they call them space cakes in Amsterdam.
Why would I have any?
Damn right they do.
Don't worry, Scooby don't know what he's on about half the time. I love Scooby a bit, but I'd love to know how his mind works.
Just before we do wrap up, I did see something before, like, obviously we went live. Something about Gareth Southgate going to sign a new 2-year contract that will see him in charge of the team until after the World Cup.
Oh no.
Lee, you were right. You did sign a new deal.
What?
Southgate signing a new deal at Leeds, England.
Yeah, so
I saw it. I
Don't
saw
lie.
it on Sky Sports on Twitter.
Is he?
It
Okay.
said that the FA and UEFA have confirmed that Gareth Southgate will sign a new 2-year deal that will see him in charge of the team until after the World Cup.
No.
Guys, no.
I'm sorry, you were on the subject of Gareth Southgate. I thought I might slip that one in there for you.
Is to a
I'm
boring
sorry,
World Cup,
Danny.
mate,
I
guys.
had to.
Yes, Southgate staying.
Fucking hell.
Oh God.
Good at Southgate.
No, I'm not joking, Daniel. It's what I've seen. And apparently the FA and UEFA have confirmed it.
Who said that? Sky Sports?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we've got Southgate to look forward to next World Cup, guys. How's that?
I'm sorry.
As
Please
exciting as
don't.
watching paint
I'm
dry.
sorry. Please don't shoot me.
That's going to be one boring World Cup for us. Jesus Christ.
So that's
I'm
exciting.
beginning to wish I kept my gob shut.
Naomi knows that. Upset. That's from Jules, by the way, Naomi.
I'm sorry.
The FA have been smoking something if they keep him. Some cakes what Scooby's on about.
I'm sorry. You were on the subject of Gareth Southgate. I thought I may as well slip it in there while you were on the subject of Gareth Southgate.
What's he done to be kept? Yeah.
Absolutely. Jack, yeah. I'll be good.
We were one kick away going out to Slovakia in last round. Oh. Big up, Ryan. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Big up, mate.
Like I say, please don't shoot me. It's just what I've seen.
Damn right, Scooby.
Mum. Mama. Southgate staying in the contract, Mum. But Southgate, Mum.
We'll go into that detail a bit later on for you, Daz. Later on, Probably tomorrow, summer. She may have nightmares last night, Naomi.
I
Southgate
haven't been to bed yet.
That is a plus, that he's not going to end up at Spurs or Leeds, but it's going to be a boring World Cup for us once again.
I don't think Spurs or Leeds are that daft enough to sign him.
I don't know. Spurs had some questionable ones, mate.
No, more than all that.
Nuno being one of them. Sorry, Ryan.
I think Wolves are rubbing their hands together. Ryan G. I do. Don't think it's worth 40 million.
Yeah, that's what I said to you earlier, didn't I?
Mm.
Come on. You don't think he's worth 40 million?
Kilman, I don't think so.
I've always kind of rated him as a player, to be fair.
I think it's because Lopetegui's there that they've done it. If he'd have been there, he wouldn't have gone.
Are you lying to me, Naomi?
Am I lying what?
Or is Sky lying? Daniel's just looked online. He can't see anything about Southgate.
I saw it on Twitter literally 5 minutes before I joined you and we went live that
You said to me Sky Sports.
yeah, on Twitter. It was on Sky Sports' Twitter.
Have a look for me, Dan. I don't have Twitter. X, whatever it is.
I call it Twitter.
Wise choice, Smithy.
I did. I did look on it the day that we got Archie. Fucking hell. That was enough for me, Stewie. 2 minutes on there. Jesus Christ.
Scooby says that he does want to see England play Canada, though. Let's see what the crappiest manager really is.
Southgate.
Jesse Marsh will probably beat us, Scooby.
Southgate. Don't worry about that, mate.
Right, and on that note, then, guys, we'll start wrapping up. Do you want to thank everyone each for joining?
Thank you for watching Leeds 7 TV.
Do you want to thank everyone at the panel?
Thank you for
Joining us
on this panel.
Yeah, does anyone feel to say?
Goodbye from me.
So goodbye from me, guys.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye.
Goodbye from Archie Gray.
Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.